Welcome back. In the first part of this tutorial, we prepared the Node.js backend with Multer for image uploads. Now, let's move to Angular and build the front-end form where users can create an account with a profile picture. First, I installed Bootstrap by adding the style sheet and script directly inside the index.html file. This will give our form a clean and responsive design. Next, I prepared the user registration form in the main component using Bootstrap classes. The form includes inputs for username, email, password, and a file input for the profile photo. After saving, we can open the browser at localhost:4200 to check that the form is displayed correctly. Now let's create a service to connect with our backend. I open the terminal and run ng-s services/user. This will generate a user service that we'll use to send data to our API. In the app.module.ts file, I import both Reactive Forms module and Hiedar's Ibrahanja. Reactive Forms will handle validation, and HTTP will allow us to send API requests. In the user service, I added a method restricting conceivable that sends a post request to our backend API endpoint /API/users/createUser. We'll call this method from our form submission. In the app component, I created a form with 3 fields: username, email, and password. Each one has validation rules, such as required fields and valid email format. I also added logic to handle file selection and store the file temporarily in the component. When we click Submit, we build a forward object with all the user data and the profile photo, then send it to the backend through our user service. If the request succeeds, we reset the form and show a success message. If there's an error, we display it with an alert. In the HTML template, I connected the form with form group and added validation messages for each field. For example, if the username field is empty, it will display username is required. The Submit button also shows a loading spinner while the request is being processed. In the component style sheet, I added a simple .error class to show validation errors in red. Now let's test our form. I open the browser at localhost:4200, fill in the username, email, and password, and select a profile photo. When I click Create User, the request is sent to the backend. As you can see, the new user is created, the image is saved in the backend Images folder, and the file path is also stored in the database. That's it! Our full user registration with image upload is now complete. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to CodeWithMakrem, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow's video where we'll implement JWT authentication with Node.js and Angular. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.